can see it. So basically, I had a few trades today since this morning, but I did not actually alerted any of them today because I was away from the screen. I could not able to type fast enough, so I don't want to give them on the trades. So yeah, well, let me show you what happened since morning. So let me bring this one up. As you can see on the daily channel, sorry, daily charts on this both NQ and SPX and Dow. Let me put the one here. Down daily candles, and then remove all the noise. So basically, that's how it looks like the candle. So what you guys can figure it out from here, particularly on the SPX, because that's the one we are going to actually look to trade, right? So you see the actions from the past. So it was a drop this season, right? There was a final attempt to go up, but got rejected and then started coming down, and then we have a hard drop that is on August 18th, and then slight recovery, but it could not able to recover, so it came back again, and then following day again continuously down, which is 20th August, and then there's a whenever you see a big drop, right? Either they will go next day, they will fall too hard and then become a doji, or they basically open in the mid of the prior long candles and then they just go sideways there. That's what happened here. And so these 3 days, even today also, is actually sideways, basically within the same candle. So that doesn't want to break basically that doesn't want to break here or break here yet, right? In the morning when I was looking at here, so this is the move it happened. Then I saw rejection here. This is the candle, it's a rejection. Then as soon as I see rejection and then followed by the red candle, then I know that is going to go down. But I did not trade it. Immediately I actually marked the channel. The channel that I marked is using this tool initially, right? And then I was waiting, and then basically so I think this is when I actually took a trade, which is, let's see, around 9:54. So 9:54 CST. Let's look at the trades here. So if you look at oh wait, sorry guys, this is taking too long. So I should actually have a better way to expand here real quick. Maybe there is somewhere maximum, maximize. Oh, they don't have. Okay, anyway, so let me filter this one by the time, full time. So the latest one, yeah, I believe 9:54 EST, by the way. So 9:54. So not even the time that I was talking about. So I think I waited here and then I draw here for the June. I mean, normally I will take the big week, that whatever the drop, I take that one as initial June, and then I will say another line for the rejection. So let me remove everything so we can see cleanly one by one how the day starts. So that's how I added. I mean, I don't need to add that far because I do not have all this chart before. And then I had a small sloping one like that, because as soon as I see this one, so I basically connected the red one or the long one with the body and then the top, right? So that's what I did. And then I started looking for it. So the first trade I looked for it, I think somewhere here, yeah, around this area. Whenever I see this green recovery, then I know it is going to. I mean, for us, it doesn't really matter whether this one goes up or down. But as long as it stays down for a little longer, then we can make money because I'm going to enter the credit spreads, right? So this is the first credit spread that I actually entered at around 10 o'clock, right? So let me look at the prices. What is the field price on this one? Uh, I actually, I mean, normally people recommend entering far away from the current price, but I normally take where is the price? I normally take at least 50-50 what do you call 50-50 risk ratio, right? So if I'm wrong, right? And this is still not showing. This is right. Okay, so I entered the first one at 13.30, and then I was just looking for less than $1, which is I think initially I put it for 12.10, and then I realized I'm too far, and then I put it 12.40, which is 90 cents from this. So I basically sold to collect the credit, and then I was I mean sometimes I will basically change it based on the move and also the speed, right? If there is a speed, then I don't want to wait too long because that might actually snap back real quick, right? If it is a slower move, yeah, it's easier to hold, right? So yeah, that's what I took the trade, and then I got this red candles, and then slowly able to exit with real quick. And then I after I saw this one, then I took another one, which is actually I played the same 50, 75 and 60, 55, 75 and 65. So I played a couple of times on the same one. And then I took 1080. As you can notice, the price actually, even though we are on the same contracts, the price actually went down rather than going up. That is what happens to the options premiums, right? Even the price comes back a little bit, I think somewhere here price came back, but the option price did not actually goes up, right? They actually keep giving up. So that's one advantage, right? So even if I actually had a trade and waiting here, I would exit this price or this price, right? But the issue with that one is if I'm holding to get into this price, what if this one reverses on me, right? So that's why I basically take small chunks and then move on, right? And then I took 1080 entry and then 980, which is a $1 exit, right? I believe I'm looking at the right one. Let me look at the buy and sell. Yeah. Okay, so 1080 and then so that is a sell. 1330, that's the first one, and then next one is 1080, and then where is the buy? I think something is not right here. Maybe I added twice. Uh, 1080 and then 980. Oh yeah, I think it went. I think one of this happened actually. I don't know, can't remember what happened, but yeah, definitely they actually become a profitable. Yeah, so the buyback is 880. Two of them, I think one of this one, and then I brought 940, and then I sold together. I cannot tell what happened. Maybe let's see if I can actually have a free time. I might actually see it properly. Oh, yeah, okay, let's see. So 1030, 1330, 1240 exit, 1080 entry, and then 980 entry, and then 880 exit, and then again 1060 entry, and then 940 exit, and then what is this one? Yeah, I think one of maybe two of them actually exited at 1110, maybe for a loss. Oh wait, oh yeah, oh this is uh, buying of two. Yeah, that's where I mistaken. So 1060 and then 980, these two are together. That got buyback at 1110. I think that was a loss, I believe. because it took too long. Also, if you look at the time here, this is 11:47. So if you look at 11:47, I think that's where that's when I and then quickly it started falling back. Even though I have this line, sloping line, but for some reason I was doubting myself about this channel, but which is not really. See, he came back. So as behavior even they even reach the channels. If you look at this long wick candles, just drop those, then most likely they will actually reverse even before that they reaches that lines, right? So that's what happened. And then after I see that one, then I entered again. So I believe this is the 112.60 and another 112.80. And then all of them I actually exited at 13.10. Right? And then at one point I thought the puts are coming. Looking at the higher time frames, when I'm looking at the higher time frames here, I was at 1 minute, sorry, 1 hour, and then I was looking this, and this, right? This red candle, right? When the red candle was here, somewhere 70 area, I thought, okay, this is going down, right? That's when I actually brought the put. But as soon as I brought the put, then when I'm looking at here, so let's look at that one. Okay, so yeah, I believe this is where I think I brought somewhere here, and then it's actually going upwards, and then I thought, okay, I am wrong, and also even when I see this red candle, the price is not really increasing. That is the problem with buying straight calls or straight puts. So I was on the put, and then I realized, yeah, there is no point holding that one. Then I sold it for a loss. So that loss was, let's see, about so 42 entry and then 30 exit. This would have been worked better if I actually go for 768 instead of 767, because this is basically $1.5 out of the money, right? That is another reason as well also, because when the price going down, because I'm too far from the strike, from the actual price, then that strike did not really got increased in the price. In fact, it started decreasing. Okay, and then I gave up on that one, and then I basically I think that's where I stopped. So yeah, that's where I stopped. Right? So I had one loss, which is this one, cumulative of these two, which is a buy price, sorry, sell 1060 and then sell 980. This one. Yeah, I think 1280 and 1260, 1110. I don't know which one. 28, 54, 54. Yeah, I think one of those actually has a loss. I don't know how much. But anyway, so basically this should cover almost 2K profits after the even with this particular loss, because I'm only pulling 200, 300 every time. But if you look at here, I'm only trying to do 2 contracts at a time. And since these are credit spreads, and also the market does not go straight all the time, they always go like this, right? Sideways or like a zone. This is basically a big one big channel they are trading in. So if I draw this one here, see, one big channel that we're trading, right? Which is what happened yesterday also. If you look at yesterday's prices, see, in fact they actually closed almost midpoint yesterday. Almost midpoint they closed, like Doge's time, right? So well, so now we have a trade here actually we can take, because normally in the higher time frames, but I should actually wait 5 more minutes. Let's wait. Yeah, this. Yeah, maybe let this one retrace back to here and then take a call trade, right? Okay. So what I'm going to look on the daily close. So here on the daily close, because this one is opened as a gap, which is top, and then since we are actually long time bearish, right? Possibility is that this might actually close as a doji, but wherever it's open, right, with a hairline, or it could actually close near this prior day's open, which is also 7661, right? 7655, that area, that range, right? Because normally they will make a steppers, even if they're going upwards or going downwards, right? You see, they will try to be close, right? This actually has a good bullish movement. That's why you see a gap here, but normally they will actually tighten it. If you see here, right? See this one, how tight they are. So, so I will try. I mean, I will not try to guess, but I will try to see where the price is going to move in a couple of minutes into that closing or. Yeah, see, I'm basically waiting for this one to retrace a little bit and then take a call side. So since we are waiting, we can go ahead and build one trade here. So let's see if I have any working trades. I don't have anything. The last one actually filled for 1310, which is one that took very long time to get filled because I was on the call side, but the price is just moving sideways. Sideways supposed to be helping credit spreads, but since we are at zero DT, and they basically did not help much, right? So okay, let's look at for the trade. I got some XPS, which is the 10 contracts that I was trading. By the way, XPS is basically 1/10 of the SPX. Sorry, XSP is 1/10 of SPX. So let's look at this one. So I'm basically going for vertical with a 20 wide, and then my view actually contains 20, just in case if I. Alright. And also one thing I want to know, if you do not have a premium membership on the Vigo, then you will not have actual price here, right? But looks like somehow it's reflecting correctly today. Let me see. I always look at these prices because this one I actually has a membership of the live charts. So we are actually trading now. In fact, the best way is to wait until this one retraces to this one. And that's where it's going to go. Let me put some color that are coming from the. It doesn't really matter, but just for now, so you guys can see it, what I'm looking at. So I'm going to enter the call, right? So I'm going to enter since the move is upwards is still happening, so I would actually enter. So right now we have 7666. So I will increase 766 and maybe 5 points more. So 760. Where is it? It went to single. I don't know why. Okay. So I want to include 760 5 points, so we'll get a better price, and also 20 points wide. So I'm looking for 760, which is 5 points away from 660. Even if it moves another 4 points, we still be in the midpoint. So I'm going to take this one, and I'm actually taking credits. So 2 for, we are at 840, so I'm trying to look for 30 first finishing order, and then we basically wait on that one. So it's already started moving up, but let's see how this one looks in 5 minutes. I think this is 5 minutes. Let's move to 15 minutes. Okay, we still have 3 minutes to go here, and then let's see how that one looks. And whenever you see these long wicks, because this was a drop, will quickly happen at one point. Actually, here this one. So I was waiting for a side order, put credits somewhere in this area. But this one happened so quickly. I got the fill and then immediately wrapped around and then went up within the 2 minutes. You see, that's only 2 minutes kind of. And then I basically got price dropped so quickly on the trade, and then I'm able to exit for $1 profit there. So, in this area, I actually made multiple put credit spreads here. Let's see, we might actually got a flow. Yeah, we got a flow. Maybe we are too close. Plus the price still moving. Let's see. Okay, but let me go ahead and please put exit order. So as I said, I normally look for only for 80 to 90 cents. So our entry is at 8.35. So I'll look for 7.15. If the price actually goes upwards stronger, what I will do, I'll basically add one or two contracts more. So that way the average price comes whatever the nearest last price is, right? So that way I still can move price upwards, because the theory here is on the options the prices go down at the end of the day anyway, right? So I mean, most of the time based on the action so far, it's basically sideways, right? So it's not really going upwards, right? So if you look at the big one from here to here, that's your indication that is not appreciating yet, right? Of course, he's trying to climb from here to here, but that's only work for a few minutes. You see, it went up here and then down here. Right? So now it's actually falling. So the best entry is like I will not recommend, particularly for the new. If you are new to the options trading, I will not recommend you to buy any straight calls and straight pull just by looking at these ones, right? Because as soon as you enter, you will see the price being decaying, right? So particularly on the DTs, right? And I had so much experience on the like a price different than the nice. Let's go with this one because the latest action. This one. See, that's how cool they are, right? Next, I will not try to predict how far this one is going to go, but I will mark the last turtles. You know what is a turtle means? The turtle is basically one big, two different candles, different color candles, but they are bigger than other candles. That particular trend. So this is a turtle. That normally works as bouncers. Sorry, not bouncers, bouncing pads. Okay, so that's one. I'm looking for another one. Uh, there is unfinished business. Normally, I call unfinished business when they did not reach their zero lines. But a lot of retailers look at that one as okay, yeah, it did not reach to zero. Oh, it will definitely go to zero. And then you see one time it went to zero real quick, and then bounced back real quick as well. But yeah, coming back to this one is very hard. So I normally mark this one as a zone or watching zone as well. And since we actually drop all the way here, so I will adjust the tone to the last reaction. Okay, so yeah, so price could fall or bounce or could go sideways. Most of the time, after they fall for a couple of hours, they go sideways. You see this basically sideways action, and then start moving up, and then goes down. Basically, it is making sure the put side doesn't appreciate on the price, or call side does not appreciate the price. Right? That's what it basically does here. Right? Zigzag action. Right? Even when they're going up or going down, they just go one up, one down, one up, one down. Yeah. So that's what is happening here. Okay, so yeah, let's see how our price is doing. We got 75. If we are satisfied here, we can actually set it for 770, and I would get right around here. When I'm here, I will also try to look for that same. I always look for these long good candles and then put this line before the body, and then I feel like those are the areas they get rejected and then go upwards. And, but you see, yeah, whenever they move one direction, if you are looking at any candle, they take one, three fourth of the time one direction and one fourth of the time a different direction. So that one fourth of the time is the one actually matters because you might see a candle going opposite direction of your trade, but even though you're right, but the last the 15%, 25% of the time, it will come back to your favor. So don't. That's why experts say you always wait for the candles to be closed before you actually enter or exit. Sorry, enter, not exit. But you have to do it fast. Like you, I always say, wait for the empties to fill slower, but exit faster. Right? And always force your exits if the price is hovering somewhere near, but it's not giving enough appreciation in the price. See, this is still going up, right? That 2 minutes actually been looking upward direction. So the next one we have here is on the 2 minutes. So right here, let me remove this one so I can see the 2 minutes correctly. So that's the 2 minutes channel. Another one here. There's a long candle followed by a small candle with a doji, but has we're going to reject on that one. And if you look at here in the smaller time frames, or just looking at the view here, it's actually going sideways but slowly upwards. We call this one actually as I forgot the name. Bearish flag, yeah, bearish flag. Even the price seems to go upwards, but the end result is actually bearish side because of the higher time frame. And if you notice here, they already climbed above the fire this thing. But if you look at, there is another line which I was most interested. That's the one. So normally, if you want to go straight puts, then you have to wait until they reach to this point. But if you're going for the credits, then this also works fine because you will have more space from here to here for the fall, like a difference between these two lines from this line 75 to this line 660 6. So that's almost 10 points. So that's the difference. Okay, so this one, if you look at here, they will keep going up and down whenever they see a spike on the 1 minute to 2 minutes green candle. This keeps go up, but after that spike dies, this price goes back down. So don't worry about this one. Price going up to minus 500 plus 500. Right, as long as you hit your target, that's what matters. Right. And the next, let's say the price is actually 780 for most of the time, but it's not coming to you at 750, then you basically adjust to 780 and then take the profit, less profit. Right, instead of waiting too long, taking the 50, $100 still is a good thing to do. Okay. Okay, so we are already approaching this line. Second time, this is already multiple times. Actually, facing one here, one here. Now we are coming another time. Hopefully, this will break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Because higher time frame is basically downwards. Right? If it is holding this one, then I will be doubting on this one. Okay. Okay. This doesn't show clearly how it shows here. If you notice here, you see? I mean, maybe because this picture is too narrow, that's why it's not showing the full reaction. But you can see here. Yeah, sometimes I will not normally look at this one particularly for the smaller time frames, right? Because these are lagging indicators. They don't really help you much. Uh, because you might seeing in 2 minutes this is going up, but in 5 minutes it may be going down. Right? So those are different signals. Price is the most important one that you want to look for. Okay, I think we have to exit at 780 area because it just keeps bouncing back and forth. We may not even get. I mean, if we wait longer, we might get it. Why should we wait? Just take it out and enter later. Okay, let's go to 60 for now. Let's see how it moves. Okay, that is your first reaction. What will be if you are a retailer? What will be your reaction for this particular green candle? Basically, you are saying it is going to go up now, and now we are going to get calls. But get here on the zone, we are reaching, basically reaching to the zone, and then you will see a red candle. I mean, yeah, most of the time I see a red candle coming down to this one and taking out this one and moving downwards. And if this one back to mistakes, I don't need a dog. And then I put this one for 5 minutes, so I will have a reading on the 5 minutes, and I will also have a reading on the time frames. See, that is 1 hour, that is 2 hours. Let me look at this one. What's happening here? Okay, let's wait what's going to happen here. I mean, we might be wrong if we are wrong. I mean, most of the time we will be wrong on the trading platform. But when you're wrong, if you are on the straight, you will lose a lot of money, almost 50%, whatever the capital you put in. But if you're on the trade, you might be losing only 10 to 100. Like whatever you're making, you will be losing that much also if you close on time. Right? So yeah, let's see. So that's your first candle. Now you see the second one, how they react. If you see the red one, long red one, then basically your downward movement is still intact. Otherwise, you basically add another one once it reaches to this level. Right. Okay, I think we can actually close this one for loss and then wait for this one to reach the upside or take the put side. Let's do that one. 250. So that's the second loss for the day. I'm only doing this one to show how this works. Otherwise, I don't have to take a trade because most of the trades happens before 12 o'clock CST because that's when the price moves uh, fast. Premium moves faster with singular candles. Right? Okay, let's look at. So let me do one thing. Since we are at the zone, um, and we are pressing this one, but I am just doubting on 2 hours because this one is actually showing this might want to go upwards like this. So if this candle becomes like this, then we basically have uptrend going upwards. Right? So okay, let me exit and then wait for what is going to happen later. Okay, let's give up on this one because we are wrong now. Instead of adding 920. Okay, so we are at 925, 55. Oh wait. I am seeing a red candle coming. And 1 minute. Okay, let's put a bit in better place. Okay. The pattern. Basically, I'm looking at the pattern. You see one green big and one green small, and then the red will come. Okay, got filled. So that's the last one. And then I wait for a few more minutes to beat See if the Jones rejected fine, but still I hesitate to keep it because of the higher time frame. See, look at 30 minutes. Okay, if this 30 minutes, which is 3 minutes left, finishes below this 50 EMA, then we might actually have another trade downwards. But because the zone in the bottom zone is too close, so there's not enough of space there. See, even if you mark this one, right, we only have how much? How many points there? 65. 61, that's only 4 points. But like I said, if this one receives reduce all the way up that direction, then we have a better chance of profits. Okay. And if you are looking this one daily candles, right, while playing stocks, that means you will be waiting for weeks or even months before this Jones actually comes and then goes. Right? You just need one big candle to make that whatever the money in a daily candles. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. So we don't have any trades yet. Just wait 5 more minutes to get the reading on this one. This 5 minutes looks bullish. This that 15 minutes, 30 minutes looks bearish, but we don't have enough space. And this one look at 5 minutes. Yeah, they're sideways, so they don't have enough room, or they don't have enough movement in the price. Whenever you are entering the credit spreads, right, because you are actually going through two legs, even one leg, I mean, they both either increase or decrease, right? So um, when that happens, the difference between those two almost stays the same for a while, right? Until the time decays. Okay. Okay, this one is looks like a strong bullish, but still within the zone. One thing I was looking. So yeah, I think we'll be better off waiting for the next zone, which is this one. Most of the time, I like these zones because you see the last total or rejection happen. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the chart becomes too crowded very quickly, and this just keep going upwards. Right? I don't know, most of the time when there's a fall, they climb back to that fall. But, this fall is basically we call breakouts, right? So whenever we have breakout like that, and then price retraces back to the base of the breakout, which is this area. So that's what is actually trying right now. Okay. Okay, we are actually finished on 30 minutes, and then give it some time. I think we're actually going down. 15 minutes looking downwards, so we can actually enter the same, but we actually just entered, which is, I don't know how much we don't know them. Let's go to the fluent stock actions. So this is the night, so let's go back and then create the order again. Still the same price. See, we would have actually made money just by waiting. Okay. This is the struggle. Now, by the time you enter, then price goes up, even the trades. Like I said, morning hours are the best up to 12 o'clock. Okay, when it is dropping here, you see the red one candle in 2 minutes, right? So when that one happens in 5 minutes or 15 minutes, normally the other candle also try to close like a hammer upwards. They can get OG. Basically, the drop sometimes fools the puts are coming, like a bearish move is coming. It is possible, but yeah, it's always the first one always goes back again and then retraces back. Okay, I think we are looking good. So I think I want to cancel this one because I want to take a different one to give a quick exit. So we just this one will take. Okay, now this always going back. That's the problem. Okay, I let me add this one. Right, I'll go with this one. It only goes 2 contracts. Okay, let's fill that one. It should get filled very quick. And then when we see the another red coming, then we buy that one. Okay, I got it for 1170, so I'll go for 1110. That's 70 cents. You'll always see like this one red and then one green and then the red. This is where we'll get, oh man, I just entered, but the price is actually not falling because of this red green candle. Yeah, they will take their time to go down. And Q is in our favor because it's actually rejected the sloping. And the problem is this one still not rejected because we want to see this one as a red, big red to go below that green to continue. Let's see. Okay, we are at 11:10. We could even adjust it to get faster fill. But let's see. Yeah, if you are doing this trades one at a time in 1 hour, then making $150 is good enough while waiting so long. Okay, we are approaching the price. Look at here. See, still need to get into 1080 or something to fill because the price there's almost 30 points wide. Midpoints doesn't even help. Even if you're staying at midpoint, they may not get filled. Okay, 2 more seconds, I think. Yeah, we are getting. Oh, it's moving. I think price is moving. You see there? Yeah, this is the pain always. We are waiting in order. You will not. You will not have a problem if you are doing the higher time frames with higher, longer expiration. But because we are doing the 0 DTE, so the price moves up and down real quick, real fast. Okay, I think we waited too long. It's not giving us. So let's set it for 20. Last price is 20. Let's see. Let's look at one of these. Yeah, oh, this is continuation coming. This is coming. I think we are in good hand. At least up to this point. 65. Okay. Let's force it. If it is not filling, it's what it can do. Normally I do this because sometimes we are the one actually holding the prices up. I feel and then I move the one and come back and then adjust the 27 10 whenever it gives me. Well, you see one green candle takes all the plum again. small drops and one big. He doesn't want you to win. It's basically sideways. We normally say sideways action is good for credit spreads, but on the zero DT it doesn't work unless you're farther away from the actions. I should tell this because this one is actually within the we are actually midpoint. That's why this is not really giving up the price. Okay, let me go ahead and add two more on to this one so we will have a better chance of exiting. Okay. Two. I only will order if it is good pricing. 40. Yes, could be there. Okay, if it gets fills, if this one gets fills, then we exit. Oh wait, I forgot to mark this one back. Yes. 11, 10, right? That's where we start. I will only do the move the price toe down to 1090 just for adjustment. But if I'm not getting full, I'm not able to exit, then I'll just keep what my original price was to exit. Because that's my ultimate price to exit. Okay, we are getting down. So this is a rejection which tells this is not ready to go up yet. Okay, there's 1.5 minute left on the 5-minute candles. And then this 1 minute will be a big candle, and then 2 minutes will be a big candle. Good. See, taking trade here will be faster and efficient than taking trades here because you have so much small space. Whereas here we have so much away from this bottom everybody's. Okay, the 5 minutes. Okay, we have 1 minute left there. I think I need to force this one. I got filled so I can cancel this one. I don't need a backup plan for the one. That's how you basically trade. You look for the zones, you look for the sloping lines, and then enter the trades and exit. And at this hour, and we might actually have a trade put side, but we are so close here. Sorry, on this side. So this way, we will be even better off not taking any trades because I have so many press trades anyway. I only have 2 losses out of almost 10 trades, or 3 actually with the latest one. Okay. See, a minute ago this one showed as going down, but within that minute it reclaimed that. Now it's a green candle. This one. Let's take some more trade. Yeah, I just know with experience. Okay, so this is 10. Let's take 1080, but this side on 2 counters. I need to set this one properly actually. Okay. This is a red candle. This is a red candle because you have a green candle and then a couple back and then down candle. That's a red again. And this works well if you are actually near to these lines or zones. Let's see. Oh, I didn't get a fill. Why I have 2 pairs? Oh, I got a fill because it's going up all right. So I got a good price, 770. Now I'm going to do this one. Say some 80 cents. $11. $11 is a round figure. A lot of people will be waiting for that to exit. Probably number 10. Or 11.05. Let's see. Because I want to get filled before everybody else. Those are psychological investment figures, even for the exits also. But okay, yeah, let's get 70 cents from that. Okay, so this is taking its time. We'll see for another 2 minutes, maybe just going there and then dropping. So we are actually at a level where it's keep bouncing. Even though I said it's a long time to take trades, I still do it anyway. One minute, I mean 2 minute chart looks stronger upward, but if you notice the zone here, zone, I can see what happens at the zone. The higher zone is here. I basically don't get panic if it is going upwards. I'll just add more if I am still right on the direction, or I'll just take the loss. The 20, I mean $200 for the weapon is. Okay, it got rejected. So yeah, that's what happens if you're reading one candle that is actually when the field are pushing downwards. Then the next one, even if it comes, it will try to push it down again. That's not just you, right? Millions of other people are looking at the same candles, same rejections. Okay, let's see. Are we ready to get this one? Okay, we just need 30 plus 30. Yeah, as long as you know you're reading the chart correctly, then you will not be fearful or you will not be greedy to wait too long to exceed, giving up your profit, or too early to enter. Okay, there you see now it showed its true color. The last 1 minute. We are only. I want to see this one closing below that green body. Yeah, 32 seconds. Okay, I think we are going now. Basically, when it goes below that, even the wicks, then we're basically seeing this one breaking this area. There it comes. So let's go ahead and clear this one. We want a big field. Modify this one. There we are. Okay, not even getting. Oh, it's already filled. Never mind. Alright, that's two trades. So if you are watching and taking trades, that's basically you have one long trade and then two good trades. Yeah, and then watch and learn, and then stay consistent. And don't wait for getting $1 more, $2 more, and then giving up profits. Just take bit by bit. Okay. Otherwise, it will go like this sideways. Yeah, basically on the sideways in real time. In reality, the 5 minutes, you see, it's not really moving much. Okay, I think that's all. I will stop here. That's 1 hour. I don't want to take too long, but let's review the trades that we completed so far and then calculate how much would have been made. Okay, let's look at that one. So the first one is I want to see the time frame so that I will get everything right. Okay. Okay, so the first one is 90 on each, so that's 180. That's 180 profit, and the next one is $1, so that's 200. And then next one is, okay, I need to look one more thing here. Buy or sell. Okay, so okay, 880 buy, and then 940 buy, and then 1067. Okay, there should be one here. Okay, these two are combined with two. Okay, I think these two, 1060 and 880. So that's almost 60 plus 120, 180, so 360. And then this one, 940, 1140. So, okay, I think this is where I'm getting on. 1060. That's now. There's a sell one here. Okay, this is a sell 1260, and then exit. Okay, so 2 at 1260, and then 2 at 940, and then both exited at the buyback at 1110. What is the average on the one? So let's do 2 at a time. So 940 and 1160. That's one. Right, that's actually minus, right? So now let's make it average real quick. So 940 plus 1260 divided by 2. So that's 11 average, and then I exited for 1110. So basically $10 loss on that one. So 10 times 4, that's $40. Okay. Okay, and then next one is 1280 entry, and then 1480 entry. This is 1210, and then all of them exited at 1310. So let's see what's average on that one. So 1280 plus 1460. That's average of 1370. And this another one was 10 minus 1310. So that's 60 on each. 60 times 40, that's 240 minus that one. On the trade, I will recommend averaging out, not on the straight concept. And the next one is $880 and then 1160. There's 2 R entries, and then 940 side set. Okay, that's a sell. That's a sell because the price went up, and I sold it here. So I sold the one at here. Wait, how many actually I have? I might actually have a 3. So a sell. So this, okay. I think this is also loss. So 880 fill and then 940 exit. So minus 10 on 10, so minus 220. And then 1165 and then 1110 plus 55. 55, so that's 110 plus, and then this 1165 and then 1105, which is 55 also. Oh, this is, the previous one is 90, and then this one is 110, and then the next one is that's another one loss, which is 12 points, 120. Yeah, that's 120 loss. Okay, so that we got a couple of more. Maybe these are the ones we actually take recently. Okay, I think that's about it. Let's see if we are actually plus or minus. Okay. Yeah, that's a price 516. I mean, yesterday was 4,000 or something. Today is only 560. But yeah, um, this is the wrong trade, which almost hit 120, and then a couple of two trades. I got a loss 240 and 220 as well. But when we are wrong, we better to exit instead of holding too long. Anyway, I think that's about it. Thank you very much, guys, for joining. I hope you guys learned something today, and most likely we'll get back again same time, or maybe even 12:15 or 12 o'clock live. And then some days when I am actually off, I will take early morning trades live so that you guys can see the action that's happening. And if you are interested learning, I will actually connect some trainings. If you want to join, just let me know. I can set up a meeting with you, and then one-on-one we can actually teach you. All right, talk to you guys. Have fun. Bye now.